Feels like I've got a dirty shirt over there, but I'm doing some cleaning right now. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. If you're wondering what I meant by cleaning my place up, yeah, a few minutes ago, this place was looking like a complete nightmare in here because I had to paint the screen, pull this screen down and paint it. And then I do a couple of demonstrations off of the new 21. So right now I'm actually testing the screen out on the SVGA 600 or 800 by 600 720p projector. And what we're looking for is we're looking for streak marks, anything on the screen. Because keep in mind, this is a very, very, very thin formula. And usually with thin formulas, one of the problems you have with that is they have to be sprayed on. This one was actually wrote on. And I'm not seeing one streak mark at all, which is bringing a huge smile to my face. It brings also to a comfort for my customers because, like I said, not a lot of people are really savvy with a paint sprayer, and it can become intimidating in the fact that we can roll this on now. I hit all my corners, one coat, and I'm really happy with this. So we're testing it on the 800 by 600 res projector. You probably wonder why the ultra short throw is not in here, because the ultra short throw is a WXGA. I need how the screen's going to react at 800 by 600. That's what I need to see. Lowest settings we can do is on the projector. Now, it's not going to fill the whole entire screen out because this was set for ultra short throw 235. But what I'm seeing already, I'm looking for those streak marks. Looking at the images are going to pop up. It just allows my customers to be able to use the screen and not have to spend a lot of money for a projector. You can get an excellent picture without using the $1,000 projector or $4,000 projector, you know. Let me see if I can find a remote control to that one, because I was checking out the colors on the screen. Let me see if I figure out what goes at. All right, I'm pretty sure this one is the one for this room right here. Yeah, that's the one for the theater one. I don't want to mess that one up. I don't want to get that mixed up. Let me check the kitchen. You got remote controls all over the house. Nope, not that one. Let's go check the kitchen. Okay, nothing in the kitchen. Just put in the kitchen a couple minutes ago. All right, we got a remote control here. This has got to be it. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the display is coming up nice and bright. And as I said before, this is a very, very, very dark gray screen. These are not black. I had to put it against the Black Nova to show exactly that these are dark gray. Let's see what else we have on here. Oh, can we do that, please? Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, this is look. I'll take them right there. And this is the easiest screen I've ever painted in. I didn't have to take a sock and go around the corners. It was just bam, 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 done. Dried extremely fast, which is really good. The drying time is really cool. Low odor, didn't have any smell or anything coming off the screen at all, period. Perfect. And on top of that, I'm using a 800 by 600 res projector. And look at the clarity that's coming off of that. This is going to save my customers so much money. I automatically know from the door that the 18 certified screens we have in there, they could barely pass the 12s. So this is a 21, and this 21 is going to surpass that through technology with no problem. I'm very happy with it. Now, today, I won't be showing it off, but I should be working on the black version of this technology. I'm trying to figure out exactly what names we're going to use for the black version. You know what's interesting as I look at this thing? This thing is going to surpass, I told you, it's going to surpass everything we have in our collection right now. I just made the Black Nova 17. I just made that technology. Just made it. But to be honest, it's surpassed anything we got here. It's amazing. I mean, rolling this screen is so easy. Oh man, it was so easy. I've had 235.1s, like I said, with these screens, even with the 16.9s, just being able to get in those corners is a nightmare. So you got to take something, you got to dab in those corners. This screen, whatever it hit, it just basically absorbed it and became a part of the screen. It was so easy to paint. And a ball painting it. If I can get away with that. I'm gonna look at some football highlights on here.
Madness really know how to put their Wi-Fi to work. This works for me. It worked. They've got Xfinity, which delivers Wi-Fi faster than a kid.
I got Xfinity. Yeah! Alright, I can show you some demonstrations of outside. Wow. Wow. Look how clean that is for 800 by 600 res. It's an SVGA projector. So you're talking about, you really don't have to spend any money for a projector anymore when you look at it. And you want to spend the money for 4K or 1080p, knock yourself out, but you don't have to. And this is good for my customers who can't afford it. They can't afford to spend that kind of money for a projector. And then when you got companies telling you that, oh, you have to have this particular projector in order to utilize your picture perfect. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. It comes down to the screen at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to, your screen. I told you, those big companies, they scratch each other's back. Projector companies work for projection screen companies. They all work hand in hand. We'll display your screen with your projector, we'll display your screen. It's back and forth. So back and forth thing. If 720p projectors were pretty much, and people say, oh, they're outdated, then why do they keep making them? That tells you something right there. Why do they keep making them? They don't make 8-track players anymore. Unless you get it customized made, but they don't have an assembly line making 8 tracks. They still make 720p projectors. When someone sits there and says, oh, 720p is outdated. Well, guess what? There are companies still making 720p projectors. You can go out and get yourself a Christie projector that's 720p, and it will cost you $4 or $5 grand easily. At 720p. So it was so outdated, why they still make them? I'm happy, joy. Yeah. So why is Kenny back there ranting like a madman? I'm not ranting like a madman, I'm happy. Oh, I forgot to turn my lights on. That's why I was going to say, wait, why is it so dark in here? Something's seriously wrong in here. And I forgot to turn the lights on. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many things that goes in when you make a screen paint. I mean, you got to get, like I said, colors and white levels. All that stuff plays a part. How it's going to react to the projector, the lumens of the projector, how much ambient light you have in the environment. Unfortunately, these things basically pull images outside. So really, inside ambient light really doesn't make a difference at all anymore. because they can pull an image outside with no problem. And then consider the fact that once you do make the formula itself, you basically have to worry about if you're basically going to cloud the technology itself. When I speak of that most of the time, about clouding your technology, that means you have to dumb it down to make it so it can be applied a certain way, but that takes away from it. It takes a lot away from it. But it's really hard to explain what I'm talking about. It's kind of like having a clear glass of water, but then you drop something in it and it actually dilutes the clear. And now it no longer becomes visible because now you have this murk to look through. That's how you have to see formulas. If you can keep it in its pure form, then you got something there. And we have one. This technology is in its pure form. We didn't have to add anything to it to alter, to change it, to get it to adapt in a certain way. Oh man, I'm happy.
Did you know the source of odor in your home could be all your soft surfaces? Febreze Fabric Refresher eliminates odors. Spray it on your rugs, your curtains.
Except there's a whole lot that goes into it. Physical light is the most thing that goes into it. That's why I say if you're constantly doing demonstrations in the dark or ambient light controlled environments, you're cheating yourself, you're cheating your product, and you're cheating your customer. Because if I stick that screen in my environment, like I said, my environment's very well lit, it's not going to survive in here. And if it's not going to survive in my environment, I know people have environments that look like storefronts when you walk into them. Have to be able to maintain the color. And that's why I'm glad that I am not a chemist. My Lord and Savior is the chemist. He does all the work. Amazing what he can do. God's technology. But I thought I'd show you the screen being displayed off 720p because, like I said, I painted it, already done, you know what I mean? Hung it up, and then I didn't display it, but I did display it on the smaller screen. But like I said, when we display these things, they're only going to be displayed on 800 by 600 SVGA, which means I have to go shopping at eBay. I need to go pick me up some SVGA projectors, which is going to be extremely cheap. I'm not paying anything at all. I know that for a fact. I'm going to walk out of there with a couple of projectors easily. I mean, I only have to buy is SVGA 800 by 600 res. That's a very cheap projector to buy. Doesn't make a difference if it has the VGA on the back of it. Don't need that either. Not VGA, HDMI. I don't need that. I get a converter for those. Yeah, this is going to be nice for my customers. $4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I've done all these so many times. I wonder what he has on his channel besides this video right here.
Good. Feeds us all. More Mel natural choice lunch.
Nice sandwich, but can't have the cheese.
Find a flight that's the right price. Airline, stops, cabin class, and more. Search Kayak now.
I like, wait a minute, seeing what else he has on his channel. And I don't want a 720p, Chrissy. I want something like a 720p NEC. More cheaper ones. The cheaper I can go, the better. I think I'm gonna give myself like $130 wallet. That's like starting off as where if I buy a projector, the highest I can go is $130. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, the highest I can go is 130. I love it. Not one streak mark. Not one. That is beautiful. That's the part that has me excited the most. Because like I said, when we used to deal with thin formulas like that, oh yeah, they had to be sprayed on. They would streak the daylights out of your screen, but man, it's not one freaking streak mark. And you've seen how I painted this screen. It changes a lot. It does. I mean, now we can keep the formula in its original concentrated form. But sometimes you have to add, I'll tell you a few things. Sometimes when we develop a formula, the high grade ones that usually are liquid form, there has to be a thickener dropped into it in order to get the product to be able to apply better to the surface without streaking. The problem with the thickener is it clouds the formula. And that's what we don't want. So it may look good to you on your end, but on my end, it doesn't look the original way on how we designed it the first beginning. And that's what I wanted to stay as that form. But that form has to change. And even though it passes all its tests, it does what it's supposed to do, it's not the original form in which we made it. That's what bothers me sometimes. So now we can have the original form. We did this one outside. Actually, the other one, we don't have names from. There's no names in there. Any of them don't have names. You just go by illuminated. Illuminated 21. I thought it'd be interesting to just have those in Roman numbers. In fact, we don't have to use expensive projectors. That's the beautiful thing about it is, like I said, I see all these people doing demonstrations, expensive projectors, and $3,000 and $4,000 projectors, and you don't even have to have that. I know if my comments were open, I would probably get replies back by saying, "Oh, but you're using an outdated projector." No, it's not wrong with the projector. Your screen's outdated. That's the problem. You can't pick it up on a 720p, then your screen is definitely outdated. So that means you buy a projection screen, may cost you about $1,500 to $3,000, and you got to go out and spend the money for an even more expensive projector so you can optimize your screen. And then even after you spend about $2,000 or $3,000 for a projector, now you got to calibrate it because the colors aren't coming up right. And then after all that, you have to stick it in an ambient light controlled environment because there's too much light in the environment and that could be washing out your screen. Does that make any sense to you? That's a lot of money to pay for stuff that you got a lot of freaking shortcomings to it that you have to fix right from the door. There you go. Now, they tell you all that stuff because the screen can't do it. This is the traditional way. This is the way it has to be done. You have to be an ambient light. You have to have the best projector. You have to, in order to get the best. And everybody else spews up the same dumb nonsense. ABS, Florence projectors, Central. I love these places. Trust me, I do. But it's the same bull crap. And when I read through this stuff, I laugh my head off. If I were to call one of these big companies right now and said, hey, look, I want to buy your screen, but I'm using an 800 by 600 res projector. Will it work? I'll have a fully lit environment. The first thing I ask is how much lighting you have in your environment. Do you have you have windows near your screens? What kind of projectors are you? What kind of projector are you using? You have light directly on the screen? Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna look at the whatchamacallit.
University, we know the world is pretty smart.
Wicked smart.
So we made FlexPads smart.
I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna go take care of some business in the back. I got some things I gotta do around the house. I'm gonna let that run. Sorry about that. I told you, clean up day today. So, you know, now. I dump all my trash cans and everything outside, up inside the house, and clean up this and clean up that. So today's a cleanup day for me. Sorry about that for getting commercials pop on. I gotta wash my hands. I mean, in the trash. All right, let me see. Well, I guess the birds are cool. All right, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my stuff upstairs, and then I'll be back down. And I got so sweet on this area right here. That's been cleaned up. Sweep that out, be done with that. Projector's gotta go upstairs, or projector cabinet. Upstairs in the tech room. So cleaned up. Let's get something else on. See what else I got. Oh, okay. Channel. Yeah. Put that on. I gotta do wire management today too. Rome before 2020. Oh, that's kind of messed up. You gotta start doing videos like that now. from 2020. Nobody's outside. Only very few people outside. Is that crazy or what? There is always crowded in that area right there. Always. That's a bit depressing. You usually don't like to discuss too much about that at all, but you know, it's interesting that people think because we have a vaccine that it's going to be okay to walk outside without mask on and not do the 6 feet away. No, like I said, they think of a lot they said, and like I said, this is going to be around for a while. Not going to be as bad as it is in 2020. You know, at least the death count start hopefully, you know, starts to drop off more, but it's kind of going to be around for a while, much like the common flu. It's going to be around for a while. And I tell people the reason why really quick as I go back upstairs and finish working on my stuff. If you go to Facebook or any place, they're basically advertising stuff that is designed for you to stay at home. And they're designing face masks to match your gear and clothing and all kinds of stuff. And keep in mind, me being a company, I know myself that it takes a lot of money to invest into something, and hopefully you're going to make money out of it. And they're betting that this is going to go on for years. That's why if you look at the stuff that's being made now, compare that what was being displayed back in 2019, yeah, it's going to be around for a while. Unfortunately, yes. The vaccine just basically slows down the spread. That's what it does. It doesn't kill it. Doesn't even seem real, does it? It feels like every video game you've ever played. That's what it feels like. I'll be back. Oh no, need a room. Yep. Right about now, I would be season tickets right now. Baseball. That's where I would be at. Season tickets. Call up all my family and friends. Get us all get together. Rent a big caravan or, I don't know, like a party bus. Go out and watch some baseball. That's where I'd be at. That's pretty good. Well controlled. Wish I could do some movies off of this. Unfortunately, I can't. I'd love to do some movies off of this. I'm probably thinking, like, is this guy cleaning his house doing a video at the same time? Yup. Yes, sirree. Besides, it's just a display. I mean, we pretty much covered everything. I didn't talk, well, we haven't done the test yet, but just displaying the screen when it's done. That's all. I don't need to be here for that. As long as it's being recorded. That's all. The reds look nice. So nice. All right, I'm done here. I got to finish class. I got much chores to do. Sunday is usually my days for getting my prayer and getting my housework done. So got about everything just in order. Last time I was in here, this place was an absolute mess from doing this right here. But I'm very happy with the screen. It's doing quite well. We are gonna, well, we'll see what happens. There's technology is definitely coming out. We already just removed a great deal of our screen paints off our marketplace. Out of 160 of them went. Like I said, we kept the ultralights because that's kind of like a kind of a budget paint for our customers. The customers like the gray screen paint, so we kept that. The black Novas definitely stayed, and the gold Novas are definitely there. They definitely stayed, but I think just about everything else got removed. The blackout cloth is definitely, signatures are not going anywhere. That acoustic blackout cloth, we can't use this stuff for the acoustics at all anyway. All right, so acoustics there had to be sprayed on. But anyway, so with that being said, oh, my rose bushes are growing in. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here real quick. We still have 2 more of these to go. There's the black version and there's a silver version of this technology. All right, that being said, thank you for your time and God bless.